Hello everyone, tonight we're continuing where we left off with the Talisman, the Cataclysm expansion. Just the final physically released he's Talisman expansion. The rest we'll be exploring in this series will be digital releases. So when we last left off, we'd just gone into the middle region. Fortunately, we lost our boomstick, and wait, no, we still have our boomstick. We just lost our armor in those battles we had. Unfortunately, did not go so well. I believe that was Apocalypse Storm. A remnant of the Apocalypse still threatens the world. Discard all face-up adventure cards, terrain cards, and denizens in each region with their character, not the inner region. So everything just got destroyed, other than the few remnants remaining in the middle and inner region, because there was a character in every region, so well, other than the inner region, which it didn't even apply to the inner region anyway. Right. Got 6. You can either go to the Warlock's Cave, so I guess the Warlock is still around, or the Cursed Glade. I think they might have changed it, because now it's you can't use objects, flowers, or spells all in the space. I think last time it was just you can't use magic things. Interesting that the Sentinel appears to have completely collapsed, but oh, I think it's this thing that you're actually fighting now. Let's head over to the Cursed Glade. It's got a remnant there. I got some new armor and found some broken armor. So now I can turn that armor in at the city to get an additional set of armor if I need to. When the minstrel has arrived in this region, like actually went right past. That's because he's already at the plane of peril. And he gained 1 life from a mysterious elixir he found there. See, okay, so it looks like not everything has changed. Endure the cold. Roll and die. You either lose life equal to the result, or stay here and roll again on your next turn. So basically, you could just stay there and keep rolling it until you get a 1 if you wanted to, but the Snow Beast, including any bonuses if you lose it. Lose strength is equal to your strength, including any bonuses. If you lose 1 life and fight the Snow Beast again on your next turn, you can't move until you have defeated the Snow Beast. Value of Fire, same as it's always been. Mutant's Den, fight the mutant to roll 3 dice with the mutant's strength and fight it in battle. If you lose 1 life and you fight the mutant again on your next turn, you can't move on until you have defeated the mutant. Lich, pay the toll. Roll and die and lose life equal to the result. You may discard any number of followers to avoid this loss of life. Each follower you discard prevents the loss of 1 life. And the crypt is the same. So basically, since they got rid of the vampire, and so now instead, if you go down the strength route, you gotta deal with the lich. If you don't have more life than you don't have additional life on top of being full up, then there's a 33% chance that you'll lose enough life to be killed outright. At least, and that's if you have 4 life. So better hope you have followers if you plan on going down the strength route. There would apparently... Ooh, Steamway again. This object does not count towards your carrying limit. You may reroll the die for movement, but must accept the new result. Neat. Interesting that it just says it doesn't count towards your carrying limit rather than giving it the trinket ability, but maybe that's so that any cards that specify trinkets will make sense, because I imagine trinkets have to be. I imagine something that specifies these trinket cards will have flavor relating to, you know, small items that you can carry around easily. Like this is an item that's a trinket because it's a vehicle. So it's not a living thing, so it can't be a follower. But it's also not something that you'd be carrying around physically. But it's instead something that would be carrying you. You got a hobgoblin and a witch and a ravenous wraith. Yeah, this hobgoblin isn't winning. Let's see what does Cursive Rust do? There again, unless we completely remove on a character or in your space, the character rolls 1 die for each of their objects. On a 1, 2, or 3, that object is discarded. Alright, defeat the hobgoblin. Spirit of eternal hunger that seeks to feed the void within its twisted heart. When you encounter the wraith, you must discard 1 follower. Wow. To discard a follower before even starting the fight. Okay, I killed the Wraith. And it got fate up to my fate value from the Witch. So I've got 3. Let's see. We got 4 points of these of craft trophies and 3 points of these of strength trophies. I no longer have my journal, so I've got to get 4 more points of those strength trophies or 3 more points of these of craft trophies to get my next bump. We've got a Master Builder. You may pay the Master Builder any number of gold. For every 2 gold you pay, place a settlement, outpost, monastery, or highway terrain card on any space in this region. Interesting. So now this is just a highway, where before, I believe it was a desert. But honestly, that's a better space to have around. You don't draw a card if there's already one on the space. Rolling for movement while on the space, you may add or subtract 1 from your result to a minimum of 1. Neat. Thanks, Minstrel. for hiring a guy to build a road. Which, that road can be used for things like, if you roll a 2, you don't have to go into the desert. You can either minus it and go to the oasis, or plus it and go to the Warlock's Cave. If you roll a 2 from the highway space. Fetid Den of Mutation. Was it? Yeah. When any character gains craft, you may gain 1 spell if your craft allows. My craft does not currently allow, so... Top card of the adventure discard piles. A follower you may take it. If you do, give 1 of your followers to another character. I think I'll use that right now. Well, head over to the temple. I think they might... Yeah, they changed this too. Now, for instance, they got rid of the chance of being enslaved. And it's lose 2 life, lose 1 life, lose 1 follower, lose 1 object, replenish 1 fate, heal 1 life, gain 1 craft, gain 1 strength, gain 1 spell, gain 2 fate, or gain 2 life. See, I've got gain 1 strength. I think I'm actually going to modify that roll. Decrease the result. And so I was able to turn that. Ooh, Astral Journey. Cast on yourself at the start of your turn. Your turn immediately ends and you gain 1 strength and 1 craft. Alright, I'm just gonna queue that up. Because that seems pretty useful, especially since anytime anyone gains craft, like this is, you know, spell for the Arcane Scion, a spell that gives you craft is basically the Talisman equivalent of a cantrip in Magic the Gathering. and you get an effect and you get to draw a new spell. Well, so seems very good to just sort of skip a turn and gain a spell and gain a bump to both of my stats and draw a new spell to replace it. You know, that's some of the better just pass a turn effects it's out there. Where since it does right, divination, cast out, serve your turn before you move. Take one secret look at the top 5 cards of the adventure deck on the adventure deck. I'm just gonna cue that too. Because that means, you know, I've just been sitting here at the temple, well, just like gathering knowledge. So if anyone gains craft while I'm doing this, I'm also going to gain another spell. It's like, sure, I may have spent a turn just sort of sitting here, but I got bumped to both of my stats. Like, I have the 3rd highest craft of anyone in the game right now. Plus, since I've got things like my steam wagon that I can use to reroll my movement, and the ability to move to bump a result up or down one by one. Run by expending. Let's see. Mage Mule. Let me just break this down. Mage Mule. Mephistopheles. Bag of gold. And Queen of Ashes. The strength of 5 and drawn. Place the Queen of Ashes on the Oasis, and each character must place one of their objects on the Oasis. The Queen adds 1 to her attack score for each object on her space. If you are defeated by the Queen of Ashes, you must ditch 1 object. Right. So my options are desert or highway. I'm going to reroll that. Okay, that just used it. Interesting. It looks like I can reroll it again if I feel like. By using Fate. Yeah, I didn't think you could just reroll a reroll, but I think I'm gonna head over here, see what this remnant is, and also meet a mage. Okay, I'm not good, so giant fly. I smell the sea has attracted this foul thing and will remain here until it is killed. Well, it's dead. Right, so Next encounter, next thing being encountered is a mule. So here's hoping that nobody draws an adventure card in order before my next turn, because if they do, then they're going to get the mule ahead of me. So far, nobody has. It's a cool, going to the city and attacking the warrior. Like, the mule would be pretty useful, seeing as how we're gonna want to be able to carry around plenty of junk. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna get the chance. Alright, the minstrel. Yeah, it'd be useful to have more carrying capacity, because then I could carry more junk to fire out of my boomstick. Well. This is Queen of Ashes. I guess. Guess we've already gone through everything for my divination, so. Right. So I'm gonna head over to the castle. Blink, cast after a character completes a move on any character, teleport that character one space in any direction. Really? Okay, sure. Boy, Pestilence. Pestilence has befouled this region. All characters in this region must lose one life. If the pestilence and vanishes to the discard pile. Junk Golem. The Junk Golem's strength is equal to the number of objects held by all characters. You defeat the Golem, take one object of your choice from another character instead of taking the Golem as a trophy. Let's see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's see. Well, I have no chance of beating it. So I'm going to cast invisibility. So I can just evade it. And avoid the 50-50 chance of just dying. See, is there any way I can gain life from this? Nope. And I would have to discard my talisman to. I'm just gonna reroll it. Gain Dispel. Destruction. Cast at the start of your turn. Remember when you have just completed your move. Remove the spell or remove any face of adventure card from the board. I could probably use it to kill the Queen of Ashes, and then I could swoop into the Oasis. It is without even... And it... Oh, guess my invisibility's run out. But hey, looks like the minstrel made a poor choice. He's in messing with me. Let's see. Can he steal his great sword, or his magic belt? I mean, his magic belt isn't doing anything for him because, wait, no, he is gaining a bonus from his magic belt. The great sword provides a greater bonus, so I'll just take that. Because, you know, it's +2 in battle as opposed to +1 at all times. And I could certainly use anything that can give me an edge in battle right now. Since I am almost dead. Oh boy, evil darkness basically just means the ghoul and the warrior get an extra turn. Is everybody else is good or neutral? Like, I'm the only neutral character around. Right. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I can't get to move that particular space this turn. So I'm just gonna head over to the temple. Hope it's not one of the results that can just lead to my death. Right. So I'm safe. So I can reroll that. Yeah, that's good. I had gained a life at the cost of my one last bit of fate. Hey, I'm no longer on the brink of death. So... that's something. Blightwood Rabble. Well, looks like the mule has been, like, kidnapped or something. See, Blightwood Rabble. When drawn, place the rabble on the forest. Then each character must place one of their followers on the forest. The rabble adds 1 to their attack score for each follower on the space. If you are defeated by the rabble, you must ditch one follower. Oh, it's basically the same as the Queen of Ashes. Let's see. What storm? I'll just skip that. Got a bag of gold instead. Right. Let's see, I can. Well, I'll go to the castle. See what denizen I can then find. Cult leader. Either their graveyard village. Evil replenish one fate or one. To roll one die to pray. You may discard one follower to add to the result. Okay, I'm neutral, so I have to discard one follower or become evil. But wait, I don't have to, because I can just like spend my entire visit to the castle talking to this builder guy instead. Ultimately buying nothing, just occupying his time for a while. Because I only have half the gold needed to actually buy anything from him. Is that a new Lux quest? Unveil treasures. When you draw an object, put one fate token on this card. You may complete this quest at the end of your turn if you have 2 or more fate tokens on it. Yep. It is in fact a new quest. Bard. He's quite the charming fellow. Ditch one of your followers at random. His music is horrid. Move one space in any direction. What a wonderful song. His music is inspiring. Each character may accept a warlock quest. He reveals himself as a demigod and grants you a talisman. Take one talisman of your choice from the talisman deck and discard this card. Hunt them down. When you attack an enemy in battle or sacred combat, put the one fate token on this card. You may complete this quest at the end of your turn if you have 2 or more fate tokens on it. So I have an additional incentive to fight things. I'm gonna up the volume on game a little bit. That should be good. Let's see, got 6. See, cancel the sword return when you've just completed a move. Here's the thing, I can't modify my roll without discarding my talisman, so... No, I'm just gonna head over to the highway. Siren. A siren song can be heard throughout the region. All characters in this region must miss their next turn. The siren song then fades to the discard pile. Well, guess me and the minstrel are missing our next turns. Wow, the ghoul is no thing to fight. Blightwood Rabble, just dice. But he won. Which means he gets all of those followers. But he is also missing a turn, I think. Now I have to wait through 2 new whole rounds of AI turns. Because my very next turn is going to be skipped. Oh, I can, however, purchase something. As long as it's 1 gold. Got healer's kit. Ooh. Okay, when you lose 1 or more life, you may roll 1 die. If you roll a 6, prevent all loss of life. You roll 1, discard this card. Sure, I'll grab a healer's kit. You know, an additional 1 in 6 chance and to keep from them losing life. On top of my armor in battle, and it applies to all life loss, not just battle. It's pretty good if you can get 6 when you need it. Oh yeah, the ghoul did miss a turn. When we also have Trash Town now. When you draw this card, or place a settlement terrain hand card under space, then place all objects in the adventure discard pile on this card. When a character visits Trash Town, they may take an object on this card once all objects have been taken. Trash Town crumbles away to the discard pile. Basically, you can get all the objects that people have lost. But you could also, theoretically, continually use the same consumable. You know, no, I wouldn't cycle. No, because it's only cards that were already in the discard pile before Trash Town appeared. That can be found in Trash Town. Right, so let's see. Where do I want to go? Go to the hills. I'll add one to the die and head into the hills. Hills, I guess. Hermit. Roll 1 dot. 9 place the hermit on the indicated space. Going to the crags. That portal is definitely a big help in getting people just a jump start on being present in the middle region. Just got beat by a random specter. Then again, the monk does only have 4. The monk does only have 4 aircraft as opposed to having, say, 7 or 10. Gonna reroll that. So I kind of want to step over here. Because now I have 9 craft. Since I have this maiden with me. Oh wow. Well, that's certainly one use for that. Just straight up bring bring a poltergeist back from the dead. Send it into somebody else. Just like weaponized poltergeist. So now, I have to move 1 space per turn until I can do something about the poltergeist. But hey, You can literally have this cult leader guy, like, kill it for me. But at the same time, if the AI decides to do that again, there's a good chance it'll just come right back. So that's not great. But you know what? I might as well at least try. Ooh. Sage, you may pay 1 gold in order to choose a character to become an alignment of your choice. Interesting. You can basically force someone to ditch their so that it cares about their alignment. I'm going to discard the poltergeist, and hopefully the ghoul will just bring it right back. Or at the very least, hopefully he won't target me with it. Are you kidding me, ghoul? Oh, now he's hitting right from my space, but he's not doing anything to me. So, dead magic. The cataclysm went into the weave of magic long ago and is still not fully repaired. For the next 3 rounds, characters cannot cast spells or use magic objects. I guess I'm just gonna head over to the Portal of Power. And a field looter has been drawn. Place the looters on the oasis and place one of your objects on the oasis. Great. Was really hoping I'd get to fight these guys, but no. Instead, they just took the sword. Oh. Can you not? Like, can you not, minstrel? Like, can you not kick me while I'm down? With my loss of my sword and my ability to move more than 1 space a turn? You gotta come and take each one of my followers. The one follower that I had that actually did something useful. Means I can go to either the hills or the castle. Let's see. Master Builder. I don't have gold for anything, but I think I'll head over here. Just draw another denizen. The village mystic is here. 1 become evil, 2, 3 ignored, 4 become good, 5 gain 1 craft, 6 gain 1 spell. And I was ignored. And becoming good isn't worth discarding my 1 spell. It's always interesting how a lot of these musicians just have like a bit of flavor for three that accomplishes nothing. Well, the boatman is death, so he just showed up, took the Blackwater diver, and left. He's completed his job. It looks like there are new talismans. Let's see what's here. Bonefield. I wonder, does that mean the Pearl of Power is no longer a thing? Well, I don't have any money to spend, so I'm just gonna stay here. And you might as well find out. So I'll just try next turn, see if going into the Plane of Peril requires me to spend, really, like, trying to open the Portal of Power. No, it looks like it doesn't. Although... So let's see... So I might as well just keep, like, grinding my craft. However I can. Until I can then successfully go through the mines. with the Frozen Spire, since I've got a healer's kit, if I go to the Frozen Spire, there's a chance I might not even take damage, because I can just like heal my frostbite. But I'd still want to gain some life. Although, I mean, I could just sit there until I get a 3. Until I get 1. You're building, starting yourself and continuing clockwise. Each character may pay 1 gold to place a settlement, monastery, field, outpost, or highway terrain on any card on any space in this region. I thought there was any space in this region. But I guess... Oh, it is in their region, so... that's what you get for saddling me with a poltergeist that you resurrected from the dead. Well, those scavengers hardly stood a chance. The monk has once again other characters must roll 2 additional dice when passing through the portal of power. Well, that's completely useless. Because now the portal of power is just gone. From the looks of it. Just gonna step over here. Maybe the ghoul will die from the sentinel just steadily chipping away at him. As he keeps trying and failing and to get across. It's a weaker sentinel too. Purvis has been confined for a turn. Looks like the minstrel's getting his ass beat. So now I can step over here or to here. I'll step over to the hills again. Just draw a card. Oh boy, it's the Abomination Wraith again. The combined souls of 1,000 dead, eager to add more to their multitude. The Abomination Wraith rolls 3 dice and adds them together for its attack roll. If you defeat the Wraith, gain 2 craft instead of taking it as a trophy. So if I can beat it, that would be pretty good. Let's see. It got 9, so I actually beat it first try. So I got 2 new craft, and because the character getting crafted got a spell. So now I have a counter spell. So let's see. Well, there's... Let's see. Mines can be up to 8. Up to 18. So they're all those 3 6s a minimum. It would be as a 9. Like, in order to be able to, though I believe if I can get it down to at least, if I can get it down to reliably being a 3 or lower total, then that's pretty good. Does that mean 12 or lower, or total dice on the total for the dice each time? I mean, if you assume they roll about like an average let's say maybe 4, then that would be That would be 12. Oh, since it's 3 dice. Oh, I can just steal things from the ghoul. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna take a thing. Ooh, you cannot lose more than 1 life per turn while in the inner region. That's pretty good. However, I think I'm gonna steal Solomon's crown. So now I have the highest craft left in the land. It was partially thanks to the ghoul that I was able to do that. So let's see. That would bring down the maximum possible total for the 3 dice to a 7. So it's still within range to potentially be sent back to sent all the way back to the tavern if things don't go well. But if it's, say, 3 4s, then that'll be a 1. Oh, and what am I being targeted with now? But you go fuck yourself, minstrel. Well, instead of, well, you know, just as a counter spell, rather than me losing all of my spells, I only spent 1 of them. Okay, so what was my involvement in that? Like, how was I involved in that whole situation? And it doesn't seem like I was. Hey, I can basically just sort of pace around here. They're grinding, and anytime anybody just sort of visits me, then oh, well, that's interesting. They can just turn. So now, I'm just gonna queue up destruction because that's good. Oh, I think my character card might just be stuck there for some reason. Because I'm not involved in this situation either. The ghoul having a diver do a thing. I think I'm just gonna destruction that demon, because it's getting in the way of me being able to just continually grind. Well, I mean, I can pay him life and have a 1 in 6 chance to not to actually lose a life. It's like, unless there's some rule stating that, like, oh, if you get out of paying a cost, you no longer get the benefit. Or something, then I'd basically be getting fate for free. As long as I roll a 6, but I'm not willing to risk it when I'm this close to death. You know, when I've only got the one life remaining. You know, at least I have some protections. Particularly against this asshole. Just decided to swoop in out of nowhere and attack me. You know what? Just gonna bust out my gun. And just shoot a talisman at him, and then just basically threaten to shoot a talisman at him out of a gun. Unless he gives me his talisman. So now I have his talisman of wisdom. Now if I can just heal some life. No, then I could maybe brave the middle region. Alright, destroying that. So that I don't have to encounter it again. And then just stepping over here. Which unfortunately I don't have any gold. Which in the event that I do gain some gold, then whenever I step over to this place again, then I'll be able to heal myself. Like, you know, if I go into the inner region now and try and brave the cold, then the only way I survive that is if I roll a 6 on my healer's kit, and there's no guaranteeing that. You know, at least with braving the cold, you can wait until it's an amount that won't immediately kill you unless you're at 1 life like I am. In which case, any roll will immediately kill you if you don't have a way to prevent the damage. So for now it's just gonna be more pacing around until I can hopefully get maybe some gold or something. Because I mean, I am drawing a card per turn roughly. Well, card every other turn. You could also see if there's any interesting denizens to visit into the castle too. The warrior just lost to a dragon. Let's see, what denizens are already here? Black Knight. Need Monster Hunter. And Master Builder. So be a denizen drawn at that space. That proves useful to me. Oh, really? Really? You're gonna be an asshole like that? And I'm especially glad that I just sort of took your talisman at gunpoint. And you're gonna be an asshole and take away my best hope for gaining some life. And hey, when you attack and use this card in order to complete my quest, which takes me over here and gives me a false talisman. Which unfortunately I can't like ditch it at all. Interesting that it's only these objects that I have the option to ditch. So you know what? Sure, I'll ditch my armor, I guess. Really regretting finishing that quest. This now. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have if I'd known I would just get a false talisman. But hey. I think I might be able to shoot that out of my gun. And that will get rid of it. Plus, as long as nobody stops by this space, needs for a turn, then I can get my stuff back as soon as I have space for it. Hey, can you not? Hey, didn't I have a healing kit? Oh, wait. My healing kit was discarded because I rolled a 1 on it earlier. Well then. So much for literally all of that, because the prophetess decided to be an asshole and just spontaneously kill me. But you know what, maybe I'll get to be the assassin or something. You know, maybe I'll just get a really good character. Nope. Not particularly. Although Dwarf did do very well last time I played it. Made him so. You know, that whole only rolling 2 dice in the mines and only rolling 1 die for to attempt to open the portal of power by craft. Plus, hey, at least I'm free of the poltergeist. So that's something. I'm gonna reroll this. And I got a 1. I think I'll pass on getting Fate right now. I've got plenty. Well, now I clearly have I have somebody that I need to just completely demolish. There's now. Or now the ghoul is in the inner region. Will he stay there? Who knows? Which I mean, She's only got 7 craft and a 5 strength, so probably won't last very long in there. Yeah, this Edge Prophetess just decided to spontaneously kill me. So kinda don't like her much anymore. Hey, that just means an additional motivation to just be the one to win it all. And now I'm having to miss a turn because of a siren. Oh right. The ghoul has a friend with him that reduces the number of dice he has to roll in there, so he was actually able to have a reasonable chance. I mean, if I could just gain some craft, and of course the asshole has to also go right where my fallen body is. Although, because she didn't land on the space, she doesn't get all of my shit. Instead, the monk just walks over there and takes it. But hey, have fun. I'm carrying around a cursed talisman. I'll just reroll that. Alright. Come on, take me to somewhere useful. Come on. Right. Let's see. Royal Emissary regards attack you with a strength of 5. Not really much in the way of useful effects from that. Dark Being. Evil replenish fate. Neutral, choose one. There's another character to lose one fate. Good, each good character loses all of their fate. The Chapel Warden. Gambler. You know, I'll visit the bard, I guess. Now, I don't need a wonderful song right now. Fortunately, I don't have any followers to ditch, so... Oh, the ghoul has opted to... Oh right, the ghoul also has a talisman that makes it to where it can't take more than 1 damage per turn, which is a pretty amazing effect. to just not be able to take more than 1 damage per turn when in the inner region, when there's stuff that deals a whole bunch of damage all at once. On both routes. Looks like it is useful that I included a plus more in the title for this stream, because I kind of figured that maybe we would reach the end of this tonight. And I mean, we're only halfway through the stream for tonight, and the ghoul's already on his way to win in the game. So while I wait for the AI turns to be over, I think I'll check and see what first digital expansion is. Since that's what we're going to be adding into the game next time. Let's see. The planes with the Breakwater Traders. Not particularly useful. I guess I'm visiting the Sorcerer now. The Sorcerer is a shop here and will remain for the rest of the game. Okay. Ooh, got random. Just gonna sort of cue that. And let's just see what happens. Lose all craft. Unfortunately, I don't think... Doesn't look like any of his craft was derived from encounters, so... And he has defeated that. So yep, he's winning. Because he's literally just gotta... Because the race for the crown ending means... Oh, and on top of that, we've got evil darkness happening. Oh, thanks. At least you just sort of threw me a bone. Evil darkness means that all of the non-evil characters are missing a turn, so... Oh, that means even less time for non-evil characters to do anything towards winning the game. Yep, literally... My next turn is literally going to be my last turn, and it's going to accomplish absolutely nothing. I can already tell. Because there's so little I can do at this point. Let's see. You would have to be like something like spectacular, or even just like, you know, something that forces the ghoul to miss a turn somehow. For this one last turn to accomplish much of anything. Like I basically stopped having a horse in this race, and these once my previous character died. Oh, and there we go. The ghoul has won. Right, so that does it for Talisman the Cataclysm. So having to try and find like I'm having a hard time finding a list of all the expansions in chronological order. Or let's see what the Steam page says. Let's see. If I assume that they're in chronological order, then that means that the Realm of Souls is up next. Which will make it to where any character who dies, these will become a ghost. When a character becomes a ghost, they will leave behind a grave marker on the space where they died. And so, yeah. It's the first digital exclusive expansion, so next time I stream this, I'll be adding in Realm of Souls. So you've got about an hour of stream left. So let's maybe do some Mythgard. So I will be right back, and I'm gonna stop and restart stream to game real quick once I have Mythgard ready to go.